At 78 years old, Rob Reiner has finally spoken openly about his relationship with Carroll O'Connor, the actor behind the unforgettable and controversial Archie Bunker, on the groundbreaking television show All in the Family. For years, fans believed the fiery clashes between their characters carried into real life. But now Reiner has revealed the truth about their dynamic, one filled with respect, admiration, and lasting influence. Born Robert Reiner on March 6, 1947, in the Bronx, New York, he grew up in a household where creativity and storytelling were part of everyday life. His father, Carroll Reiner, was already a giant in comedy, best known for his work on Your Show of Shows and as the creator of The Dick Van Dyke Show. With such an environment, young Rob was immersed in performance and humor from the start. Still, he would go on to build a career separate from his father's legacy, establishing himself as both an actor and director of extraordinary range. His breakout role came in the early 1970s when he was cast as Michael Meathead Stivic on All in the Family. The show became one of the most talked about programs of its time, tackling issues like politics, race, gender roles, and war through sharp comedy. His character, a liberal young man, constantly clashed with the conservative and bigoted Archie Bunker, played by Carroll O'Connor. Their debates mirrored the generational and political divides of America, and their chemistry on screen became legendary. Fans assumed the battles between Meathead and Archie reflected real-life hostility, but Rob Reiner insists this was never the case. In truth, he saw Carroll O'Connor as a mentor. He recalled that Archie could have easily been a cartoon character, but O'Connor infused him with depth and humanity. He made Archie someone you disliked, but also strangely understood, said Reiner. Off-screen, the man behind Archie was nothing like the character. He was kind, gentle, and deeply intellectual, the complete opposite of the bigotry he portrayed. Reiner admitted it was intimidating to act opposite such a commanding presence, but it pushed him to improve. Every time I went into a scene with Carroll, I had to be at the top of my game. He raised the bar so high without ever saying a word. He also remembered O'Connor's philosophy: if people aren't uncomfortable, then we're not doing our job. That belief that art should challenge audiences stayed with Reiner throughout his career as a filmmaker. After the success of All in the Family, Rob Reiner reinvented himself as a director. His first film, This Is Spinal Tap in 1984, became a cult classic, a razor-sharp parody of rock culture. He followed with a string of hits: Stand By Me in 1986, a moving coming-of-age story; The Princess Bride in 1987, a genre-defying fantasy and comedy; and When Harry Met Sally in 1989, a romantic comedy that redefined the genre with its wit and honesty. In 1992, he proved his dramatic skill with A Few Good Men, giving audiences one of the most iconic lines in film history: "You can't handle the truth." While building his directing career, Reiner also remained active as an actor. He starred in comedies like Throw Mama from the Train, added warmth to Sleepless in Seattle, and appeared in Bullets Over Broadway, Primary Colors, and EDTV. He also made playful cameos in 30 Rock and films like Dickie Roberts, former child star, showing his willingness to poke fun at himself. Later roles in The Wolf of Wall Street and the hit series New Girl reminded audiences of his versatility and staying power. His personal life also shaped his journey. In 1971, he married actress and director Penny Marshall, adopting her daughter Tracy Reiner, who went on to appear in films like A League of Their Own and Apollo 13. Though they divorced in 1981, their bond had a lasting impact. Years later, while making When Harry Met Sally, Reiner met photographer Michelle Singer. Their relationship changed his life and even the movie itself. Inspired by her, he rewrote the original ending, giving audiences the happy conclusion we know today. The couple married in 1989 and built a family with 3 children: Jake, Nick, and Romy. Looking back, Rob Reiner credits Carroll O'Connor with shaping his approach to storytelling. He showed me that humor can open people's minds. Acting isn't about being liked, it's about making people feel, even if it makes them uncomfortable. When asked what he most wanted people to know about his co-star, Reiner said, "The truth is, Carroll O'Connor was one of the kindest men I ever met in this business. People confused him with Archie, but he wasn't like that at all. He was generous, supportive, and cared deeply about people. I feel lucky that I got to know him today as a celebrated director and actor. Rob Reiner stands as a living bridge between Hollywood's golden age and its modern era. His heartfelt tribute to Carroll O'Connor clears away old misconceptions and highlights the enduring influence of a man whose work continues to resonate. As Reiner summed up simply, he wasn't just my co-star. He was my teacher, my friend, and one of the greats. I loved him.